So, hello everyone. We have Zorgan on the line. We have Zorgan on the podcast of Growth Talks. So, before I tell you anything about Zorgan, let Zorgan speak. What does he does? Where is he from? What are his interests and hobbies? And how is he feeling? So, welcome Zorgan.
Hello everybody who's watching. Thank you guys. Thank you for inviting me over. It's a really big privilege, okay? I'm actually very happy that you guys called me. So just a quick introductory about myself. I'm Zorgan Vignesh. My real name is not Zorgan. My real name is Vignesh, okay? But online everybody calls me Zorgan. You guys should know that because many people ask, is your real name Zorgan or not? So I'm based in Bangalore currently. I've been moving around places. Last year I was in Goa, then I was in Chennai, then now in Bangalore. I run a funnel agency currently, specifically helping coaches sell their courses or their consulting or could be like, their webinars, etc. This is what I'm currently doing. I met these people, I saw the ad of Raj running it and I was like, okay, these people are giving like templates and they're giving already recorded courses and then sales navigator. I was like, this is way too much value for this much. This cannot be true. What is this? So TK, let us get it and see. So I got into one of their first programs. And then, the whole sales machine thing was just mind blowing for me. I have gotten such fast results, you won't believe it.
Okay, so you means you read the whole course of LinkedIn Sales Machine, right?
Yes. So before we started the workshop, so we had the mini one, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I went
LinkedIn
through the whole
Bootcamp.
thing. Yeah, I went through that whole thing before the workshop started. Actually, one day before the workshop started, only I bought your product.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then I just went through the whole thing. I was like, okay, okay. And then you guys conducted a live session, which I attended. And then I was like, okay, cool. I'm just gonna join in because the very biggest part that I loved about this was the accountability factor.
Hmm.
I think that was the most important thing that even I also needed because I became a little bit undisciplined in the past like few months. Okay, I was not doing my work properly. I was like, okay, thoda paisa aa raha hai. ठीक है, chill कर लेते हैं. Like I was not in that grind. So
But
I thought,
you were really consistent in those 3 days, submitting assignments regularly and talking with me, sending messages. What are these things?
yes,
Yeah, yeah. Right?
yes, because you took that initiative and you were also given the role of being the accountability partner. So I was like, if other, like there were like so many others also. Now I was like, if others are not doing it, at least I'm gonna do it because I wanted to win every single prize inside.
So, okay, you want the access to Sales Navigator. Now you had one call with Raj left, right? One-to-one call with Raj.
Yes, I got the access. I did not still, redeem the code yet, but hey,
Mm-hmm.
mere paas, I will do it. Because without that, actually, I was getting calls booked without Navigator itself.
Mm-hmm.
With the normal LinkedIn account only, I was able to get calls booked.
Okay, that's great. So, how was your experience of 3 days masterminds organ? I means just tell us in the brief what thing motivated to you to attend all those three things. You know, giving putting some work aside and going for learning, craving for learnings.
Right. First thing that I would like to say that really attracted me towards this is the energy of Raj. That
Oh.
guy, he has it like I'll say that is the very first thing that even brought me along over. His energy is like the way he explains things and how he's very patient with everybody. Like I really thought that that is something that many people are not doing out there. They're not really that patient with whoever is attending their programs. So that was the main thing that I found to be very crucial for me, especially because the you can tell a lot about somebody's product just from who they really are.
Exactly.
So even before I got into the product of the mastermind 3 days, it was his. I was doing all of the tasks mainly because I wanted to impress him. I
Hmm.
would say that. Okay. I was like, I'm also an hustler, bro. You wait, I will show you that I can also do it. So that was one of the main motivational factors for me for um, going and fully grinding and being completely consistent on all 3 days.
Okay, so what did you learn learn new in the 3 days mastermind? Because you told me that you were already getting leads or book referrals from the LinkedIn, right? So
Yes.
what were the new things that you learned?
Okay. So far, my process before was not integrated by using AI to fast track my work. Okay. So
Okay.
let's say now in a month, I used to be only able to book 3 to 4 calls, maximum 5 calls. And in that, I'll be able
From
like
LinkedIn, right?
from LinkedIn. Yes, from
Okay.
LinkedIn. So it used to take 1 month, 30 days for me to book like this many calls. And after I joined this program, it was like in 3 days, I was able to book like, I got 7 people who replied, who was like ready to hop on a call. That
Mm-hmm.
3 people did not show up, like they just did not reply. Or for 4 people actually hopped on the call.
Okay.
And in those 4 people, it was like I was shocked. Like I, there was one part in your sales machine which was super useful for me, which is that you guys introduced a hero introductory thing, right?
Yeah,
Hero
yeah.
introduction. I did not do that in my process before.
Hmm.
So that hero introduction, pele first 2 days it did not work properly. Then I had to change it again to see what are people responding to. My first
Mm-hmm.
thing was way too salesy. Or uske baad I edited it, I made it different. And
Mm-hmm.
then I started seeing, like you told, to maintain the KPI sheet. I was seeing where I'm getting more responses for which hero introduction.
Okay.
I did this trial and error, or I found one which was I was getting good responses for.
Hmm.
And from that, I was able to book calls, which was like direct sales call only, that too. So it
Okay, that
was,
was really a great effort from your side because trying a lot of different things would definitely give a lot of results. Okay, so uh, as you told about hero introduction, so some of the viewers would like to know what is hero introduction. Just tell us in brief what is hero introduction and how did you manage to write your own hero introduction?
theek hai. So hero introduction, from what I've learned, is once somebody has accepted your connection request, after you've sent them a message of, hey, my name is Zorgan, would you like to connect? Uske baad you give them a brief introduction of who you are, what you do, what your story is, what you specialize in.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it's not just about talking about yourself. You're saying this so you can get the other person to introduce themselves to you.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what a hero introduction is. And how I formed it is basically we did a lot of mind map trainings. Okay, we were writing what are your interests, what is your story. We did a lot of mind maps, like if there is A, and then inside A there's A 1 2 3, and then B, and then there's 1 2 3. We did a big mind map of all our interests. We took
Mm-hmm.
that, we leveraged and used ChatGPT as a thinking partner, and we use that to write a proper introduction for us. You can also ask it to give you different variations as well, but just don't just stick to just one perfect thing, just try it out. So that is what has worked best for me, and this hero introduction is really a game changer.
Okay, so the best part of this podcast that I really wanted to ask this question that really induced goosebumps inside me. That $2K in 3 days. Okay,
Ha ha ha.
so what was your change in approach that you learned in 3 days high ticket mastermind that really fast tracked the process?
Okay, so we were tracking every single thing. We were
Mm.
tracking who responded, who did not respond. Is he a high ticket? Is he a mid ticket? How did we approach them? Are we only engaging with them?
Mhm.
Did we send them a opening message? Did we directly some hero? Like we were tracking every single thing.
Okay.
And the way that I was able to get this is because for 3 days it was 20 connection trigger, 20 20, so 60, right? You have a week limit of 100. In 3 days I sent off
Mhm.
60.
Wow.
And actually I would have sent 20 25, to be honest. I sent a little bit more. I sent, and I did not, I tried to, the way that I was able to get people to respond is I did not just directly send the connection request first. I first went and commented, engaged with them,
Mhm.
showed them like my face first. And then
Exactly.
I went to the connection request, and I send the connection request to them with a personalized message.
Mhm.
So this was the process that I did. What I did before was, it was not a fast process. It actually takes very long time to find your dream 100 list,
Mhm.
find who's a qualified person, Okay, I was making a list specifically of highly qualified leads. So I
Hmm.
used to go and check their website if they have a product or not.
Okay.
And after checking that only, I decided, okay, will this be a good potential? Instead of randomly connecting with everyone from the niche, from my target niche, I was specifically looking for someone who would genuinely be able to use my services for themselves. So then once the profile was fully optimized, then it just became like the machine was super smooth, full oil put, and it was the all gears were functioning very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
this was the shocking thing. And more surprising thing was that it's like this sales machine is not like only for your Indian clients. I target this client that I closed for $1,599 is from US. He's from Arizona, Saska niche. So this guy was wanting to teach. He's having a webinar. So I approached him from this, and it would have taken me a month to have closed that client. Relationship building, commenting, etc., etc. But the whole messaging sequence process made it super simple. और फिर कॉल बुक हो गया, बस उसके बाद सेल्स हो गया.
Yeah, then you close the sale and that's all happy, happy, right?
Yeah, so it is one of them was a US client, or another one was the Indian client who came for $600. For them, it was like a lead magnet funnel they wanted me to build.
Mm-hmm.
So one was the Indian one was the international one. So that's how like $2,000 in one day, which was crazy.
Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of ways to generate leads. People use Facebook, people use Instagram, people use YouTube also, people use funnel also, right? So how do you see LinkedIn as a way to generate high ticket and quality leads?
Okay, this is something that I think about, that Instagram, okay, no offense to anybody who's using these platforms, but this is how I categorize all three of them.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram is filled with people who are not so serious. They are there for purely entertainment purposes.
Right.
LinkedIn is filled with people who are actually serious about their career, who are actually professionals.
Hmm.
Twitter is filled with like, oh, cool kids wala, like city ka cool kids wala log.
Right.
Okay, so this is how I categorize all three of them. So now if I'm looking at, if I want to sell my high ticket service to someone, I need to go for LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the gold mine for anything that you need high ticket.
Hmm.
I think LinkedIn has been more than Instagram. Even though I have more followers on Instagram, LinkedIn is my main source of lead gen. And, my main source of revenue comes from LinkedIn only, just from DMs.
Okay. Okay. That's great. That's great, Jorgen. So, how would you recommend these 3 days mastermind to a certain people who is looking for high ticket appointments?
Right. Even if you are a beginner who does not know anything about LinkedIn, right, you should definitely attend this, because it's not like if you only have like a certain level of knowledge or experience, you'll be able to go and join the 3 day and it'll be useful for you. No, it's not like that. Even if you're a complete beginner, I would say the systems and frameworks are the same. Okay, see, I'll tell you, strategies will come and go, trends will come and grow, but foundations and principles are always there. And LinkedIn
Hmm.
Sales Machine has perfectly combined the foundation principles with the current trends of AI. So it's
Hmm.
like the perfect marriage. So I would say you don't have to worry about, don't even think twice about joining this program.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Thanks, Organ. One thing that what you liked about Raj, about from his energy and enthusiasm, what thing did you like that you were really active in all those 3 days?
Okay. So to me, so I take everybody as an inspiration, to be honest. Okay. Like
Mhm.
some way or the other, I want to be like them, or I want to reach
Okay.
that level. Okay,
Hmm.
so for me, it's kind of like one part is the inspiration, one part is the competitor. He's also like in a way competitor, right?
Hmm.
Competitor hai, inspiration hai, and then I also want to become a part of his inner circle
Hmm.
someday, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe hang out with
expanding
you
your
guys.
network, right?
Yeah, expanding. Kyunki I did a very big mistake of not connecting much with Indian people. I was thinking like, oh, Indian audience is not good. Like, but Indian audience is so great, to be honest. I made that mistake of thinking, no, our people will not be so great. But Indians are so damn awesome. I am an Indian and even I did not do this. I am very sorry, ma. Okay. But I noticed that, I really need to start connecting with people of, who are actually killing it in the game in India. So
Hmm.
that was one of the reasons that I also wanted to get noticed, and, and then now you see I'm here now.
That's really nice, Zorgan, to talk with you. And yeah, as you said, we will remain connected and
Yes, of
start. We
course.
will keep the core values alive, that keep imparting values, focus on the results of the clients, so that they are our long-term clients, not just delivering them energy at just at once, but moving them to a certain level where they are getting high ticket appointments and results, right? So thanks, Jorgen. Give me a high five on the screen so that we can remain connected.
Of
See you,
course,
keep
man.
connected. Okay, thanks.
Yes, of course, of course. Take care, bro. This was
Okay,
great.
thanks. Okay.